Without further action, we are headed to a 2.8-degree increase, and the consequences, as we all know, would be devastating.
In recent years, the climate crisis has been dominating the headlines around the world, and it has been making it easy for people to lose hope for our future. But around the world, there are still stories that show the environment is healing, and we are making real progress. A startup that is fighting microplastics has just become a finalist for the 2024 Earthshot Prize, which is a global environmental award that is rewarded to 5 winners each year for their contributions toward environmentalism. The company is called Matter, and it has developed a device that filters microplastics from washing machines and wastewater before they reach the ocean. Their system can be used in both homes and commercial laundry facilities and prevent billions of plastic fibers from entering the environment. Microplastics can now be found everywhere, and this innovation could help stop billions of particles from entering waterways every day. Matter's system is already being tested in partnership with several major appliance manufacturers and wastewater treatment facilities, aiming to make microplastic capture a standard feature in the next generation of washing machines. For the first time in history, renewable energy has generated more electricity than coal around the world. According to a new report by Ember, renewables produced over 5,000 terawatt-hours of electricity in the first half of 2025, and their share in the global electricity mix rose to more than 34%. The first major driver of this growth is China, and it is by far the largest player in renewable deployment. China now accounts for more than half of the world's solar capacity, and it generated more than 170 terawatt-hours of electricity from solar power alone in the first half of 2025. Despite its heavy reliance on coal, China's renewable growth has been so explosive that it is starting to balance out the decline in coal power. The second major driver of this global shift is India, which has just recorded its biggest year ever for solar energy. In the fiscal year of 2024 to 2025, India added nearly 24 gigawatts of new solar capacity, which is a stunning 60% increase compared to the year before. Across Europe, the ongoing energy diversification push, especially after the 2022 energy crisis, has accelerated wind and solar investments. Solar and wind are now the cheapest sources of new electricity in most countries, and utility-scale solar can cost as little as $25 per megawatt-hour, compared to over $80 for coal in many regions. In New Orleans, a long-lost wetland is coming back to life. The Bayou Bienvenue wetland, which was once devastated by decades of industrial activity, is being restored through a major ecological project that reconnects the area to the Mississippi River. For residents of the area, this restoration is deeply symbolic and important. The area suffered some of the worst damage during Hurricane Katrina, when the loss of wetlands left the city exposed to storm surges. Rebuilding this area is more than environmental recovery, and it represents protection and reconnection with nature for the local people. Scientists at South Dakota State University have developed a biodegradable film that is derived from grapevine canes. This cellulose-rich material is not only transparent and strong, but also decomposes naturally in just 17 days. The process begins by extracting cellulose from the discarded canes, which is then processed into a thin, flexible film. Unlike conventional plastics that linger for centuries, this new type of film biodegrades swiftly without leaving any toxic residue in the environment. With approximately 93% of its land covered in tropical rainforest, the country of Suriname has pledged to permanently protect 90% of its forests, which exceeds the UN-backed conservation goals. This announcement was made during Climate Week in New York City by Foreign Minister Melvin Bouva, who represented the country's president. Suriname's forests are not just vast, but they are largely untouched ecosystems, which makes the country one of the few global carbon sinks that absorb more CO2 than it emits. To support this ambitious goal, a coalition of environmental donors has committed $20 million to fund this project. Suriname's forests are home to over 700 species of birds, jaguars, giant river otters, and endangered amphibians. Protecting these ecosystems is crucial not only for the country, but for global biodiversity and climate stability. Around the world, a quiet transformation is taking place. Each of these milestones, whether technological or ecological, represents more than just progress, and they show that when policy and innovation align, the trajectory of the planet can change. While the headlines may focus on the crises, these stories reveal that the world is moving forward and we are learning from our previous mistakes.